As much as you might not want to think about it, you may find yourself in a situation where you have to change a tire by yourself. The good news is your owner's manual has very easy to follow instructions. Long before you might have to tackle this job, make sure you know where to find the spare tire, the wheel wrench, also called the tie iron, and the jack. If you experience a flat, pull off the road into an area that is safe, hard, and as level as possible. Once you've stopped, to prevent the vehicle from moving, put the gear shift in park if you have an automatic transmission, or in first or reverse if you have a manual transmission. After you've stopped the vehicle and turned on the hazard lights, properly set the gear shift, apply the parking brake, and remove the keys from the ignition, and do not allow passengers to remain in the vehicle. To be even more certain that the vehicle will not move, you should put blocks at the front and rear of the tire farthest away from the one being changed. That would be the tire on the other side at the opposite end of the vehicle. Now grab your floor mat to use as a kneeling pad. Since you will already have done a run-through of this, you know exactly where to find everything. Before you lift the car with the jack, while the weight of the vehicle is still on the tire, loosen the lug nuts. This keeps the wheel from turning as you force the lug nuts loose. Depending on the style of your vehicle, you may have to remove a wheel cover first. Turning the lug nuts left loosens them. Turning them right tightens them. So just remember, left is loose, right is tight. Raising the vehicle with the jack in the wrong position can damage the vehicle and even make it fall. To help avoid personal injury and vehicle damage, be sure to fit the jack lift head into the proper location before raising the vehicle. Never get under the vehicle when it is supported only by a jack. Your owner's manual will have the specific location where to place the jack. Turn the jack handle clockwise to raise the vehicle. Raise it far enough off the ground for the spare tire to fit underneath the wheel well. Remove all wheel nuts and take off the flat tire. Remove any rust or dirt from the wheel bolts, mounting surface, and spare tire. And place the spare tire on the wheel mounting surface. Put the lug nuts back on with the rounded end of the nut toward the wheel. Remember, right is tight, so turn them towards the right. Tighten them just enough to make sure they're snug. If you try to tighten them more, the wheel will spin. When the nuts are on the lugs securely, slowly lower the jack. Once the vehicle's full weight is on the spare, tighten the lug nuts, following a crisscross pattern until all the nuts are fully secured. Now put your tools and mat back where they belong and stash your flat. Follow the instructions in your owner's manual for proper storage of your tools and flat tire. It's really important to take the vehicle to the nearest GM dealer or service station as soon as you can to have the nuts tightened with a torque wrench to the proper specifications. Mr. Goodwrench can also tell you whether your tire can be fixed or if you need a new one. If you need a new tire, a trained GM technician can help you determine which brand and model is right for you. Remember, many GM dealers now sell tires. They are the best qualified experts on replacement tires for GM vehicles. To keep your tires in top operating condition and to get the proper new tires when you need them, just see Mr. Goodwrench at one of the nearly 7,000 GM dealers nationwide.